A beautiful morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show coming to you from Carnival Radio. And this is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Hoyukola. On Newspaper Review this morning, I came with different newspapers, and each of the newspapers with interesting stories. I have Punch with me, I have Vanguard, I have the Nation newspaper, and I have the Post newspaper. But to begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. Tariff battle escalates, the school rejects review talks with state. Ogun resident protest after fatal crash kills 4 puppies. Court voids Benue CG remover, slams Halia. LASG leads 5 council roads for completion by year end. ADC mixed feelings in North over coalition presidential candidate as Obi Atiku intensify campaign. Now to the names and details. Commissioners of energy across the 30 states on Wednesday disclosed their readiness to meet with power distributors to negotiate electricity tariffs that are reflective and not burdensome on residents of the state. This follows the recent cut in electricity tariff for Band A customers from 209 naira per kilowatt to 160 naira per kilowatt by the Enugu Electricity Regulatory Commission, and the resistance that greeted the development by both power generation and distribution companies. However, the power distribution companies have kicked against any form of negotiation with state on power tariffs, stressing that the move by the state government might kill the power sector if care is not taken. The HEC, on its part, has continued to defend its position and is not ready to give it to the demands of power generators and distributors, as the state defended their decision to regulate the power sector in their various jurisdictions. Recently, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission disclosed that 7 states now control their electricity market in accordance with the Electricity Act 2023. The states are Enugu, Ondo, Ekiti, Imo, Oyo, Edo, and Kogi. Other states, including Lagos, Ogun, Niger, and Plateau, are expected to complete their transition between now and September. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Tariff battle escalates, discourse reject review talks with states. Why? The National Industrial Court, Abuja, on Wednesday declared the purported removal of the Chief Judge of Benue State, Justice Maurice Inkpabese, by the Benue State House of Assembly as unconstitutional, null, and void, delivering judgment filed by Justice Inkpabese, Justice Osatohuwe Obaseki Osagahe, nullified the recommendation made by Governor Iyati Halia at the State Assembly for the CG's removal. The court ruled that the defendant violated Section 291, subsection 1, paragraph 2 of the 1999 Constitution, as well as Order 7, Rule 39, subsection 4, and Order 11, Rule 78, subsection 8, paragraph A and C of the Standing Orders of the Benue State House of Assembly 2023. It also invalidated a February 18, 2025 press statement issued by 30 members of the House, which announced Nkabase's removal. The court further restrained the National Judicial Council (NJC) from acting on any petition submitted by the Benue Attorney General or the governor seeking to investigate or discipline Nkabase. Justice Obaseki Osage dismissed the defendant's objections, challenging the competence of the suit, stressing that the court was inclined to grant all relief sought by the claimant. The court also ruled out the failure to afford the chief judge a fair hearing before the purported removal further rendered the entire process invalid. This news was sourced from Vanguard newspaper. Court voids Benue CG removal, slams Halia. In the meantime, some hungry residents of Sowo village blocked the Abeokuta-Sagamu Expressway to protest the killing of 4 pupils of Ido Primary School, Kobakpe, Oyo State, in a road crash that occurred on Wednesday. This comes barely 48 hours after a motorcyclist and his passenger were crushed to death at the Sinhu junction of the same expressway. Newsmen learned that the accident occurred at about 3 p.m. when the vehicle rammed into the school children while they were returning home. Eyewitnesses noted that some hungry youths attempted to lynch the driver of the vehicle, but he was rescued by security operatives. Confirming the incident in a telephone conversation with newsmen on Wednesday, the spokesperson for the Oyo State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency, Babatunde Akinbiyi, said the accident occurred after a Toyota Corolla with number plate KSF 579DM rammed into the pupils who were returning from school and killed 4 on the spot. According to Akinbiyi, the pupils were taken to the General Hospital Ijayi, where they were confirmed dead. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Ogun resident protests after fatal crash kills 4 pupils. In another news, the Lagos State government has announced the scheduled completion of 5 major road projects in the Alimoso local government area by the final quarter of 2025. The development, the government noted, reaffirmed its commitment to infrastructure development and improve the connectivity at the state's most populous district. The latest projects include the rehabilitation of the Jagema Road, construction of the Ilieja network of roads comprising Ilieja, Olaiya, Ajibola Azan, Alhaji Mustafa, Oluwadeyanju with a bridge, and Rabiatu Ogedengbe as well as the Akesan Igando Road. Speaking during an inspection tour of the site on Tuesday, the special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, expressed satisfaction with the pace and quality of work, noting that the project aligned with the state's broader connectivity and transport master plan. According to a statement released on Wednesday, the roads being developed with complementary infrastructure such as drainage, walkways, and street lighting are key to reducing travel time, improving connectivity, and making life easier for residents. For the urge contractors to maintain high standards and ensure timely delivery. This news was sourced from Punch newspaper. LACSG lists 5 council roads for completion by year end. to the last news on newspaper review this morning. As talks continue around a possible alliance between the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, under a broader coalition, northern voters remain divided over the move, even as both leaders step up their campaigns. Abdul Kadir Ibrahim, popularly known as Abba Gwale, a political analyst in Kano, in an exclusive interview with newsmen, revealed that the northern voters see the coalition as key to unseating Tinubu in the upcoming 2027 election. Gwale explained that although Peter Obi has not officially joined the African Democratic Congress (ADC), is already seen as part of the coalition. According to him, people in the north believe that the coalition presents the best chance to defeat President Bola Tinubu in the next election. Northern voters likely to come out in numbers, Gwale says, when asked about the likely impact of the coalition on voter turnout in the region. Gwale said Northerners are ready to support any strong alternative to the current administration. This news was sourced from the Post newspaper. ADC mixed feelings in North over coalition presidential candidate Asobi Atiku intensify campaign. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Tariff battle escalates, Disco rejects review talks with state. Ogun resident protest after fatal crash kills 4 puppies. Court voids Benue City remover, slams Haliha. LASG lists 5 council roads for completion by year end. ADC mixed feelings in North over coalition presidential candidate Asobi Atiku intensify campaign. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media Hub from Google Play Store and App iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyokola. Good morning and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.